ॐ वसुदेवसुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनं देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुम्. We began in the last class the ninth chapter of Srimad Bhagavad Geetā, named Rajavidya Rajaguhya Yoga. In this chapter, God promises Arjuna to give him the royal secret, the royal wisdom, by which all sorrow, all confusion of Arjuna would be dispelled. We gave a general introduction to the entire chapter and then covered the first verse of this chapter. In the first verse, Lord Sri Krishna introduced this topic. Sri Bhagavan Vacha Idam tute guhyatamam pravakshyami anasuyave. Those who have a pure mind, a receptive mind, who do not suffer from negativities such as finding fault with others, especially finding fault with others who actually have some good aspects to them, but in those good aspects, out of envy, these people find fault. Asuya is guneshu dosha darshanam. These people are unable to bear the sight of those who have certain things which actually these people want. Why should he have that? I should be having that, and so on. So, Asuya represents many other negative emotions. When the mind is impure due to those negative emotions, it will not receive the highest insight. Arjuna, though not such a great virakta as Nachiketa or Uddhava, was indeed very straightforward person. He was not petty-minded or cheap-minded or small-minded. No. If somebody has something, for a moment he may feel, hey, I should be having it, but next moment he says, I will try for it, one day I will get it. I have nothing against his having it. I will also strive towards acquiring that particular wonderful object. That kind of straight, transparent, down to earth outlooks Arjuna had. Another dimension of the first verse, to quickly look back and say, Jnanam Vijnana Sahitam Vakshyami. I will give you the wisdom and I will give it to you in such a way that you should get glimpses of what it is to have that highest realization. And the last part of the first sloka, of course, was like Falashruti, Ashubhat Mokshase. You will be freed from all that is inauspicious, sorrow, jealousy, depression, fear, and think of it any other. These are all further dimensions of one basic issue, desire. Desire unfulfilled leads to sorrow. Desire obstructed leads to anger. Desire which one oneself could not fulfill, but one sees someone else has got it fulfilled, leads to jealousy or envy rising in one's bosom. And desire for company, but nobody is around one, nobody is with one, then one feels lonely, loneliness. Desire which is for fame and name, and alas, one is not famous, one is not well known, then one feels, oh, how small I am. Nobody is small, really. Nobody is small. But thought makes one feel small. Nobody is big either, but thought makes one feel, I am so big today. You are no big, you are no small. You are that Satchit which cannot be described as small or big, for it is one without a second. When there is a second in comparison with that second object, you may call the first one small or big. There is no second. Advitiyam Brahma. With this, let's go now to the second verse, where the title of the chapter is explicitly mentioned in terms of the two main words coming in this shloka. Rajavidya Rajaguhyam Pavitramidamuttamam Pratyakshavagam Dharmyam Susukham Kartumavyayam. Rajavidya, one compound word, followed by Rajaguhyam, another compound word. Pavitram, this is most sacred. But what do we mean by Rajavidya? If there is a word Rajagriha, then it means Rajnam Griham, the house where kings live, the king's house. If there is a word Rajaputra, the king's son. But that is not so in the case of Rajavidya. We don't say Rajnam Vidya, the king's wisdom, the king's knowledge, the king's qualification. No. Both Rajavidya and Raja. Therefore, it's not interpreted as the wisdom of the kings, rather, it is the king of all forms of wisdom. Likewise, Rajaguhyam. It's not explained as Rajnam Guhyam, the secret of the kings. No, it is the king among all secrets, the greatest secret. Therefore, these are two compounds with a little difference. Therefore, both praise the wisdom, both praise the secret. Vidyanam Raja, Guhyanam Raja. Therefore, the whole chapter primarily revolves around gaining the highest wisdom by which one is free. Pavitramidam uttamam. Idam, this wisdom, is pavitra, most purifying, and is the best. Pratyaksha avagamam. It's directly available. It's not to be got by going far. It's not to be obtained by either traveling in distance or traveling in time. Thus, pratyaksha avagamam. And we will see how Shankaracharya explains it with his own special touch. But then there are a couple of words again. Dharmyam, this wisdom, and the way to gain this wisdom is absolutely within the framework of what is virtuous, what is proper, what is good. For sometimes, in order to get something which is hard to get, we have to break some rules. Sometimes a wrong means is used to acquire something that may be considered right. Here, there is no such contradiction. Right means to the right end. The means and the end are brought together harmoniously here. Susukham kartum avyayam. Susukham kartum is one description. This whole sadhana may first appear difficult, but it's not so. Kartum susukham. Sukham itself means easy. Susukham is very easy. Just the right orientation is required. Therefore, in Bhakti Marga, especially, it is not so much intellectual smartness, but a loving heart, a childlike mind. In Jnana Marga also, while the intellect has a role to play, has a very important role to play, it is absolutely essential that one becomes like a child. One becomes highly receptive. Only in that openness this wisdom comes about, and the good news is to become like a child is not hard for any of us. We just have to let go of certain dispositions. Avyayam, once we get this highest bliss, highest liberation, it never decays. It stays with us. Vyaya means that which gets expended, but here it stays with us. Acharya Shankara, whom we call Bhagavan Bhashyakara, says Tacha. Again, that particular matter we introduced in the first verse. In some version of Shankara Bhāshya, a Tippanakara writes, there is one more word, Tacha Stauti. Stauti means Tutim Karoti. That Stauti, that extra word in the Bhāshya, may not be in the book you are holding, but apparently some books have that. They are called versions. There are versions of Shankara Bhāshya too. So, whatever was praised in the first shloka is praised again in the second. How? Raja Vidya, not Rajnam Vidya, but Vidyanam Raja. Vidyanam Raja, the greatest of all forms of wisdom. Deepti Atishayatvat, says Bhashyakara. For all other forms of knowledge, no doubt, shine. Where there is knowledge, there is some light about it. That person, lady or man, may not have jewels, may not have much bank balance, may not have great looks about the physical existence. But once you see that, wow, she knows so much, then your eyebrows go up. Her knowledge, as though, makes her shine with an extraordinary light. But this wisdom is on top of all such forms of knowledge. Deepti means light, atishayatvat, surpassingly great amount of shine, splendor, brilliance, effulgence, radiance goes with this wisdom. Outside and inside, you are a light unto yourself. You become a light to others too. Therefore, light is of greatest value in life actually. Money is actually dull. The light that comes to us through right understanding is of greatest value. Bhashyakara explains further, Deepyate hi iyam atishayena brahma vidya sarva vidyanam. Among all kinds of knowledges, these days in universities too, there is such a wide spectrum of subjects that you may pick up to study. Sarva Vidyanam Brahma Vidya, the wisdom of Brahman, Deepyate, shines. Atishayena Deepyate. It shines more than any other knowledge. Likewise, there is this word Rajaguhyam, Tatha Rajaguhyam. Here also, it is not Rajnam Guhyam, but Guhyanam Raja. Of all the secrets, this is the best one, greatest one, most adorable one. Pavitram Pavanam Idam Uttamam. Pavitra is Pavana. Punati is the verbal form. Idam Gnanam Sarvam Sarvanapi Punati. Punati, Punati, Pu is the verbal root to purify. Some places it is air that purifies. Fresh air. Open all the windows, open the doors, let fresh air blow through the house. In a short while, the foul smell is gone. And you say, this is nice now. Otherwise, it was so stuffy and there was even something unpleasant. Some unpleasant smell there was. But fresh air purified the place. Some places we use water to clean the place. And I guess some places even fire is used to purify something. Heat it up and beat it up. Then the material gets purer. I guess gold itself is purified by heating, where fire is used. Interestingly, it is these three elements out of the five. Akasha, Vayu, Agni, Jala, Prithvi also, for that matter. Fifth, the grossest, that also. You clean up something with some powder, something which is akin to Prithvi. Therefore, it is the elements who themselves clean varieties of objects which are made of elements. We take bath, we use water, we use soap, we use shampoo, we use some liquids. So all these are elements work on elements. But then, if you think that it is all about this Pancha Bhuta only, you are mistaken. The greatest purifier in life is Brahma Vidya. Know yourself and know everybody also to be Brahma and nothing less. And that understanding, that outlook, that insight can make your life totally free from any negativity. Uttamam, this is of course the best. Sarvesham pavananam shuddhikaranam brahmajnanam utkrishtatamam. There are hundreds of things which can purify our life, purify our place, purify our body, our clothes, our almiras, or our tables, our chairs, you name it. Everything can be purified. So black marketeers also talk about how to make black into white. Black money is by some, process made into white money. So that is also a form of purifying. So some sinner goes to a temple and then some ritual is done and you are purified. Some sinner goes and jumps into Ganga and the holy waters of Mother Ganga are said to purify. So, for examples of how purification takes place, but all of them have serious limitations. Sarvesham pavananam shuddhi karanam brahmajnanam utkrishtatamam. You discover that you actually can just not have, you never had any impurity. So this is a total awakening It was a dream that made you feel you are no good, you are inferior, you are despicable. Oh, how wretched I am, etc. Such thoughts come to us. These thoughts are an illusion. In Brahma Vidya, you dispel all those thoughts or let the mind dance the way it wants to. You realize I am ever pure. Shuddhoham, Buddhoham, Nitya Muktoham is the realization. Tasmat Brahmajnanam Sarvesham Shuddhi Karananam Uttamam Utkrishtatamam अनेक जन्म सहस्र संचितमपि धर्म अधर्म आदि समूलम कर्म क्षण मात्राद एव भस्मीकरोति यतः अतः किम तस्य पावनत्वं वक्तव्यम्. Shankaracharya asks us a question. Kim tasya pavanatvam vaktavyam? Why should we? Is there a need to talk about the purifying nature of Brahmajnana? Meaning, it is well known that Brahmajnana can clean up, can cleanse the impurities that otherwise had accumulated over many lives. Aneka janma sahasra sanchitamapi dharma adharmadi. From the highest point of view, dharma also is a burden. So, self-realization is regarded as transcending both dharma and adharma. Most of you, if not all, remember Nachiketa saying in the Kathopanishad, Anyatra dharmat, Anyatra adharmat, Anyatra asmat, Krita kritat, Anyatra bhutat cha bhavyat cha, Yat tat pashyasi tadvada. Tell me, Lord Yama, is there something beyond right and wrong, good and bad, beyond virtue and vice, beyond punya and papa? If you see something of that sort, tell me, tadvada. So, dharma adharmadi, this awakening frees you from the hold of both adharma and dharma. Though dharma normally is way superior to adharma, but still bondage is bondage. If you are having a sweet dream, a beautiful dream, wow, you are going on a pilgrimage and everywhere you feel blessed by darshan of Char Dham, by darshan of Puri Jagannath, by darshan of Kashi Vishwanath, by darshan of Vrindavan Sri Krishna, and Nathdwara, and Balaji, oh, so many. Shiva, Vishnu, Devi, Ganesha. A sweet dream everywhere, everything smoothly, going on smoothly. But dream is a dream. You wake up and you find it is time to go to the Vedanta class. And you say, wow, this is nice. So, dharma, adharma, bad dreams, good dreams, all have to be ended. Samulam, along with their root causes. Kshanamatradev basmi karoti ataha ataha kim tasya pavanatvam vaktavyam. There is no need to talk about it. It's needless to say that Brahma Vidya is the greatest cleansing agent in this life. Kincha pratyaksha avagamam. The word is pratyaksha avagamam is the word from the Gita Shloka. The Bhāshya says pratyaksha avagamam means pratyakshena sukadehe iva avagamaha yasya tat pratyaksha avagamam. First, we realize or we think there have been some saints, and I believe even at this time there are some saints who have realized this highest one. For me, at least in this life, just to know that such a truth exists, such Brahma is uplifting. But I don't think I can come anywhere near. We may have some diffidence of that kind. The shloka assures us, don't have such lack of confidence. You yourself directly can experience it. Just as cool breeze, the king also experiences the cool breeze. If you are standing with a king, with an emperor, you also experience the cool breeze. Sunrise is available for everyone to see. There are millions of things, millions of little joys of life which are available to everybody. Alas, people only seek what is not available. What is available is overlooked. What is available is taken for granted. And one looks for the glitter and glamour of city life, for example. Many people open beautiful centers of learning, schools, ashrams, etc., far away from the city. While it's so nice, one challenge they face is not many want to come and work in that spiritual center or a residential school. Maybe successful residential schools give fat salaries and somehow people come there. People want immediate gratification. So even workers, even if you are constructing an ashram far away from a city, our contractor was telling us other day, the workers don't want to come and work there. They want to be in a city environment where maybe morning 8 to evening 4 they work, then they go for a movie, they go to a restaurant, they just roam around, they do some window shopping, all kinds of shops are all available, music, dance, a lot of noise around, they like it. The peaceful village setting where they can be part of the project of building a nice ashram doesn't attract them. Therefore, this being the case, in the case of this Brahma Vidya, we once more say we need a pure mind to seek the temporary glitter and glamour of urban life is the nature of an impure mind. The impure mind wants all such gratifications. Like people want to go watch a horror movie. People want to watch movies where there is deceit, there is violence, there is killing, looting, there is bloodshed. And they see it and see what is going on. And they're inside them, they are very much liking it. When there is a pure mind, people, you and I, would want things that are more and more sattvic. There is no violence. There is friendship. There is goodwill. There is love. There is understanding. There is helping each other. And such things we want to see, we want to hear, and we ourselves want to be involved in it. So, this Brahma Vidya is Pratyaksha Avagamam, Sukhena Avagamam, and one doubt arises at this time. They may say, well, it may be so good. However, as they say, everything in life has some impurity, has some negative side to it. Some negative side to it. You look around, many people who are rich today at one time would have done something illegal to arrive where they have come. Is that similar? Is that so in the Brahma Vidya also? Once you are up there, maybe you are totally free of all sin. But to arrive there, maybe you should do some adharma. Sri Krishna dismisses it. Shankaracharya explains, Aneka gunavataha api dharma viruddhatvam drishtam. In the world we see somebody who today seems to be above all unfair practices had committed certain foul practices in the past. Shankaracharya says, Natata Atmajnanam Dharma Virodhi. In the case of Atma-jnana, as we said before, not only the end is wonderful, the means also. The means and the end both are virtuous. Therefore, the word used by Sri Krishna is dharmyam. Kintu dharmyam means dharmat anapetam. The word anapetam is a double negative. Apetam means without. That itself is a negation. Anapetam means not without. Dharmad anapetam. It is not without dharma. That means it is ever with dharma. It is not devoid of dharma. It is not opposed to dharma. Dharmad anapetam means that which goes with dharma. Dharma and this moksha go hand in hand. You come to the path of dharma, that is how you get moksha. Someone says, yeah, all right, it may be virtuous, but there may be a lot of hardship. Some people fall in love with hardship. In fact, when they say, you see, I am a very spiritual person, I am doing a lot of sadhana, and therefore, how hard my life should be. I'm living a very hard life, working very hard. I get up very early and making a face. I chant Vishnu Sahasranama. It is, you are misunderstood. You are in primary kindergarten of spirituality. As you rise to higher levels of spirituality, it is, on the contrary, enjoyable. You don't chant Vishnu Sahasranama, making a face and looking at the clock, seeing how many names are left. 600 names I have done. Oh, another 400 I have to recite. Oh, Vishnu, Krishna, Narayana. In this way, that is Dukkham Kartum. This is Sukham Kartum, Susukham Kartum. As you and I rise in spirituality, in our maturity, we find that a whole lot of sadhanas we do easily, spontaneously, joyously. It's joy to sit and sing bhajans. It's joy to meditate. What a joy it is to work also, clean the temple, arrange the flowers. What a joy to go get a new commentary on the Gita, which is available, to book it these days on Amazon, and it comes. What a joy! The new Madhusudana's commentary I ordered, somebody says, on the net, and in 3 days it came to my doorstep. What a joy it is to open, what a joy it is to go through it. So everything is joy. Sri Krishna says, spirituality is susukham kartum. And Shankara gives example, yatha ratna viveka vijnanam. There are ratna, precious stones, and then there are other ordinary stones. So there is, the context is of where it's easy to distinguish. So you just have to learn some basic skills, not about some other places where some fake precious stones, fake gems look exactly like true gems. There, of course, you need advanced knowledge. But I guess the present context is where it's very easy. Ratna Viveka Vijnanam Yatha Susukham Bhavati Tata Eva Brahma Vidya Tasyai Sadhana Api Susukham Bhavati. Sukha Sampadya Bhavati. As Bhagavan Bhashyakara explains, Tatra Alpa Ayasanam Anyesham Karmanam Sukha Sampadyanam Alpa Falatvam Dushkaranancha Mahafalatvam Drishtam Iti. Normally, out there in the world, whatever is easy gets you less results. Whatever is a bit hard gets you more results. In order to cook a meal which is very nutritious, you may have to put many things which are all providing different vitamins, this and that. So something very simple, just get something delicious, but very few items, and recipe is easy. Generally, it may not be. Whether it's food or any other work. Generally, whatever is easy can't get you high rewards. Things that get you high rewards will involve some hardship. This is a general idea, but the law breaks down here. Dushkaranam mahafalatvam, sukha sampadyanam alpafalatvam, it is samanya niyamaha. But here, idam tu sukha sampadyatvat, it's easy to attain, acquire. Falakshayat vyeti iti prapte. If anyone has a doubt, prapte, if such a conclusion comes about. So it's so easy, then maybe it came easily, it will go also easily. Oh, no, no, no. To dismiss and to dispel that doubt, the shloka says avyayam. No, though it is extremely easy, once you get it, it is with you forever. Na asya karmavat falataha vyayaha asti iti avyayam. This is the distinction between karma and dana. In karma, it is true. Whatever you attain by punya karma, vyeti, vyayam gacchati, slowly decays, slowly perishes. Here it is avyayam. It doesn't perish. Na asya karmavat falataha vyayaha asti iti avyayam. Ataha shraddheyam atmajnanam. Why is all such praise made of this self-knowledge? Call it atmajnana, call it brahmajnana, as you like. Why is it praised? To arouse in us shraddha, more and more faith, more and more of inclination to study, to reflect, to do shravana manana and nididhyasana. Therefore, no word is used in the Gita in vain. All of it is for specific purposes. Now, Sri Krishna, who said a few words to motivate us to strive towards Brahma Vidya, warns us. If, in spite of my saying all this, you don't believe in spirituality, you live a worldly life, running after money and power, fame, name, and so on, you will suffer. The third verse is to warn us and make us realize we had better get down to true spirituality. Let us stop fooling others. Let us stop fooling ourselves. अश्रद्धधाना पुरुषाः धर्मस्यास्य परन्तप अप्राप्य मां निवर्तन्ते मृत्यु संसार वर्त्मनि. पुरुषाः, those people, पुरुषावा स्त्रियोवा. Purusha Shabda means anybody, men or women, children or old guys. Purusha, suppose, even after a lot of satsang, their purva samskaras make them go about life with no faith in the higher. Shat dadhana. Shat means, Shat is no different from Sat. Shrat datte iti shraddha is the etymology of Shraddha. Shrat, that is Sat, truth, dhatte, holds. That which holds truth is Shraddha. It's a disposition. It's the believer's disposition. And those who don't have Shraddha, with respect to this dharma, O Parantapa, Sri Krishna praises Arjuna by addressing him as the scorcher of foes. You make your enemies tremble You make your enemies feel so uncomfortable with your valor, with your heroism, with your skills in archery and allied subjects. Paran tapayati iti parantapaha. He parantapa asya dharmasya और अस्मिन् धर्मे येषां पुरुषाणां श्रद्धा न अस्ति. What happens to them? They come back again and again to this world of life and death. Life everybody knows, but death normally we forget. But this world where we are is marked by death. Death is a certainty. In life, so many things are uncertain. But one thing which is very certain in life is one day we all will go. Every day people are dying around us. Every second day we get a news that so and so is no more, so and so is no more. Sometimes people in their 50s or 40s also. Or some other times, of course, those in 90s, 102, and so on. Yet we think, yeah, but I don't think I will die. People have such a moha, such a brahma. As you know, even Bhima, I believe, made laughed at Yudhishthira himself. Yudhishthira otherwise is wise. So Yudhishthira one day said to somebody, come tomorrow. Yudhishthira or Arjuna, one of them. One of the brothers said to some poor man, well, come tomorrow, I'll give you the gift you wanted. And Bhima laughed loudly. And that virtuous brother asked Bhima, why are you laughing? You say you will do charity tomorrow? Well, how do you know you will be alive tomorrow? That brother immediately got the hint. Oh, yeah, tomorrow means as though I will be there tomorrow. I may not be. So probably that brother went after that person who had begged for something. Come, take it today itself. Tomorrow I may not be around. So that kind of scenario is a bitter truth about our life. Mrityu sansara vartmani nivartante. Aprapyam nam mam nivartante mrityu samsara vartmani. So this is in a threatening language. But yes, we need both. We need motivation to do what is good, and we need to be warned against doing something evil. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.